Hello, welcome. My name is Katrina, and this is just my 3 cents. Thanks so much for joining me. Today, I'm going to be going over a travel journal that I created that I like to give out to the ladies when we're going on our girls' trip. This is an idea that I kind of created or came up with. It's not something I invented, no. Many people do travel journals for many different reasons. I decided to start doing a travel journal for myself initially when I was going on a trip a few years ago to Dubai, and I just wanted to kind of journal it down, uh, mostly because I was into journaling. But then I was like, hey, I want to document this trip. Period. Um, when I came back from that trip, I really decided, hey, that would have been a great idea to kind of take along and pass along for our upcoming trips with me and the ladies. So when we went on our next trip to, I believe it was to, ooh, my memory is gone. Anyways, we went on our next trip to California. Um, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and create this journal for the ladies. So I gave it out as kind of a keepsake. But then I thought, let's keep this going. And so I went ahead and created for our upcoming trip some journals here. So this is a mock-up. Well, not a mock-up. This is the journal that the ladies will be receiving. I just created a little sticker here. I printed the girls trip. It's on a clear sticker here. I don't have any stickers for this particular tutorial that we're going to be going over today because I ran out of sticker paper. I need to order some. But this little sticker paper here is clear. I did order all my sticker paper from Amazon. I'm not affiliated, so I will not be putting any links. However, you can get whatever sticker paper works for you. I will be dropping just a little gem at the end that I found to be pretty helpful for myself. And then just put kind of like a nice little badge of where we're actually going to be going. Again, this upcoming trip, we're going to be going to Scottsdale, Arizona. This paper that I actually just printed this design this particular time. Usually I use cardstock, decorative cardstock, but this time I just decided to have us all have the same design, so I just printed this design on all the pages. So it's just, again, a printed design on cardstock. Alright, and so we're just going to kind of go through here. The paper on the inside is just copy paper. You can use whatever paper that you'd like. And we're going to go ahead and go through that. Here. Alright, so sit down, take a quick little chill, and we'll go ahead and do the travel journal. And when we're done putting together the journal that we're going to do today, I'll show you what one looks like completed with how I completed it once I added my pictures from once the travel is done, or how I hope people like to put theirs together, or how I hope it is intended to be done. Alright, so here we go. So the materials that you would normally need or usually need for this, or that I use for my journals, you would need some type of cutting object here. So I just use just a little, I don't know, what do you call this? Just a little cutter, and it's also a scoring board as well. It's going to help. It's going to come in handy in just a bit. Alright. And again, like I said, for the insides, I just used 6 pages of copy paper. What I did is I went online and I just looked up free landscape line download. I just printed it landscape on both sides. There, both sides, and I just used 6 pages. So I printed that out. And then we'll just be using 12 by 12 cardstock here. Alright, so that's kind of pretty. Alright, and then of course kind of your other miscellaneous items. Your glue, your double-sided tape, glue or double-sided tape will be needed. Little washi tape, and that'll come in handy if, again, this is optional, this is if you need it. Some stickers, again, this is all decoration purposes right here. Scissors if needed. This is the other type of glue that I often use. You'll see me use that in just a bit. Your little scoring knife, you'll see me use that. These 2 little items will come in play, a little large jumbo, was it a push pin, and a staple. You'll see that item come in play, and scissors as needed. So you'll see those come in play in the event that you don't have this trusty big boy here. This is a long arm stapler. So if you don't have a long arm stapler, then the other method or the other item will come into play. So we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so first things first, we'll go ahead and move the 12 by 12 out the way. We'll get started on the paper first and foremost. Alright, so traditionally, again, since we are using copy paper, traditionally here in America, our paper prints out on, or our copy paper is 8.5 by 11. On the 8.5 side, you're going to want to go ahead and cut that down to 7.5. So actually, let me go ahead and take a couple sheets out. My blade is not the best, so I don't like to put too many pages in at a time. So let me move that to the side there. Alright, make that even. Alright, and then put this into 7.5. Make sure that's nice and tight to the top, excuse me. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and slide that all the way down. Get rid of the excess. Let me do the other 3 pages. And like I said, I just went online and typed in free landscape lined paper and just printed that out, double-sided. My printer does double-sided. If you don't have a printer that does double-sided, then you just have to do the old school method of printing it on one side and then taking it out, flipping it, and reverse it. Alright, so we have our paper. Like I said, now it is 7.5 in width and the traditional 11 in height. So we're just going to go ahead on the 11 inch side, and you can either individually fold them in half or all at one time go ahead and fold it in half. For the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and take the whole thing and fold it in half now. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Right now, I'm just going to get the pages. We're just going to go ahead and get the pages to kind of go the way we want right now. And my ink must not have been dry, so because I'm getting a little smear. But again, this right here is strictly for tutorial purposes. Now, when I'm doing my my travel journals or these journals, because these can be for any type of journals, and if they are for regular journals, you may want to use more paper. But since this is for a travel journal or a journal period, while we're doing this, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and at least put one staple in, just to go ahead and keep the papers together.
Don't listen to me. If you have a binder clip or some type of clip, use that instead right here. Don't staple it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. While you're here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again. It's Katrina with Just My 3 Cents.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my... Actually, let me move this out the way real quick. One moment, please. Alright, I like to grab my long arm stapler here, and I like to go ahead and put a staple right in the middle, just to kind of, like I said, keep everything together. In the event I kind of am clumsy and I knock these pages loose, I at least want to have something holding them together. And don't worry about the staple being on the inside or the outside. Or me, I don't worry about at least the middle one being on the inside or the outside. I know some people like all their staples facing inside, outside. It's completely your preference at that point. We're going to go ahead and set this one to the side. And now we're going to go ahead and bring our board back in place and bring our cardstock on the table. And so now this is a 12 by 12. So what we're going to do is just pick whichever side. You're going to really you're only going to be concerned how you want this to lay in the end. Me, I don't really have a preference, I guess. I don't really care. Okay, so on one of the 12-inch sides, go ahead and cut it down to 11 inches. So we're going to go ahead and find 11 inches. Put that down. All right. And while we have it here on at the 11-inch mark, don't move anything. Go ahead and score at 3 1/4. So you don't need to move anything. Go ahead and score at 3 1/4. Alright, I just like to do a double score. Alright, and then you're going to go ahead and turn to your 12-inch side, and this here we're going to score at 6. Let me go ahead and line that up. And we're just going to score at 6. And you don't have to score at 6. Really, we're only doing this because we're about to fold this in half. Okay. Alrighty. So go ahead and fold this right here. Alright. Now, you can go ahead and fold right here, but go ahead and pause before you do that. Don't score just yet. What I like to do right now before I go ahead and score is, I don't know if you can see that score. It should be a little pronounced there on the camera there. What I like to do, go ahead and grab my scissors, because this is going to create our inside pockets on our folder journal, if you will. Go ahead and just create a small triangle here, and you're going to take it all the way up to that 3 1/4 mark that we score that we did earlier. The nice triangle right there. Cut that off. Alright. At this point, if you'd like to go ahead and round your corners, it's easier to do so now while it's folded, and that way you can kind of get them to where they're going to match. So just kind of, and I'm not good at this, so do not even think to kind of judge me. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. No complaints here. Alright, so now you can go ahead and open this up, and then just go ahead and kind of fold this up. I'm going to get a nice little fold here, nice little crease, and a nice little fold, nice little crease. And so you can kind of see the makings of your jacket for your journal at this point. Alright? Alright, so now what I like to do before I really kind of come in with my stapler, I just like to kind of just kind of see where I'm at, make sure everything is where I want it to be. Alright, now if you'll notice, before I go ahead and do anything else, you'll notice there's a kind of a rather, I don't say large, but a decent overhang of the paper and the cardstock. It's up to you as to whether or not you're okay with that, or if you want to go ahead and trim that down. Now, some people would want to go ahead and trim that down. Usually, I kind of like everything to be flush, so that's probably about a 1/4 inch. I'm probably only going to take that down. I don't know. I'm just going to use my scissors for that. But in all honesty, before I even do that, I'm going to staple it in there, because I want it all in there nice and taut, nice and in there before I do anything. We go ahead and open this up. Now, as I was saying earlier, some people do like to have all their staples, the staples either inwards or outside. It's completely up to you. I'm going to go ahead and have my staples pointing to where they're ending up this way. So, and I forgot to bring a little clamp with me. That's alright. So what we're going to do here is just kind of do it like that. Yeah, usually I would have a clamp with me to kind of hold the pages together at this point. Alright. And what I like about this particular this particular stapler is that it has this kind of guide that that kind of you can put your paper in or whatever you're stapling, and it stops. If you can see that there, it'll stop you. And usually, if that's where you need your staple to end up, then in this case, that's not where I need it to be. But I can move it, and I won't have to worry about that on the next staple coming in. It should line up pretty good on the next staple. It kind of acts as, like I said, a guide. We're just gonna eyeball this pretty good. Let me go ahead and lay that down just a little flat. Alright. But really you want to go just slightly over the crease. Alright. And by going slightly over the crease, you actually end up getting right on the crease. Just a little tip. Just a little pro tip. Alright. We'll do this other side, and again, you'll notice I'm doing all this before I even secure the flap, and there's a reason. So oh, actually I was supposed to give the other tip. In the event you do not have this trusty dusty stapler and you have to do this with your hand, this is where this comes into play. So you may have a regular stapler. So what you'll do is you'll, grab the staples out of your stapler, and you can either break them off with your finger. If you can, that's great. I found using kind of a push pin, or maybe you can use the scissors to kind of get one of these off, or your nail. I don't really like using my nail, but kind of pushing down with the push pin gets one of these off. That helps. But what you'll want to do, you see the staple there? What you'll want to do is kind of know exactly where you're going to put your stapler. So let's say I want my staple to be there, right there. You'll go ahead and get a push pin, or you can use a pencil of some sort and kind of mark where you're going to put your holes for that staple. Make those holes, push all the way through, or as far as you can go through. I don't want to go too far because this is a rather wide push pin. So just push through a little bit. Alright? And then you'll go ahead and get your single staple. And just feed it through the little holes you made. Alright? And then you catch it on the other side. And you can either use a pen, or you can use your fingers if you want, a pencil, or you just use the flat head of the scissors there, and just push these down. Alright, and that's if you don't have a long arm stapler, excuse me. Alright, so now that that's in there, let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Alright, and now we can go ahead and deal with the issue of whether or not we want to deal with this overhang. Like I said, I want to kind of cut it down. I kind of want it to all be even here. So what we're going to do is we can either go ahead and put it here in the, if you have a cutter, go ahead and put it in there. At this point, like I said, mine has not the best blade right now, so if I do try to put this in here, it may start to rip my paper. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and line mine, just eyeball mine right now, and just use my scissors, and we'll just cut it as even as possible to where I'm only getting, I'm kind of getting to, I don't know if you can see that there, yeah, to where I'm like right, I'm looking it up, yeah, where I'm just a little bit over, maybe a half of an eighth. There we go. Where I have half of an eighth left. I don't even know what half of an eighth is, but line that up. There we go. So actually, I'm just cutting about an eighth off. All right. And no, this is not leaving this house. This isn't going to anyone. This is for my own demonstration purposes. Well, this might go in like a little note, like if I need something to take notes with or something. All right. So far, that's what we have. Looking great to me already. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and deal with the flaps that we have on the inside. You can use whichever method works best for you. Again, believe it or not, for me, what works great is this trusty dusty little glue stick that I got from the Dollar Tree. Tell y'all, don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. So anyways, I usually like to just put a nice little generous amount right there, just right on the edge here, right on the edge. Nice, healthy, generous amount. And just get it on there. Alright, just rub it in there. Alright. You can also use this here. Again, nice healthy amount, not too healthy, but a nice thin amount right on the edge. Just rub it in, massage it in there. If you have double-sided tape, you'll want to use a thinner double-sided tape right on the edge. That's all you'll want to use. But like I said, for me, this works pretty good. You're not overloading this pocket anyways. It's going to be used for minor items, so it should be fine. In the event you do need other things to go through there, to go in those pockets, then yes, definitely secure it with something a little bit more, which is where the washi tape might come in. Maybe you want to go ahead and put washi tape to kind of wrap around the ends there. At that point, you would want to probably get a washi tape that matches, or it could be something that's maybe not matches, but it's a nice little contrast. Okay. All right. I'll close that up. So I'm not, well, actually, why not? So this is a pretty little floral washi tape. I'm just gonna put it on just for the purpose of showing what it could be. If you decided, you know what, I don't like the way that glue is working, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little piece here so that it can secure the edges. What I would do actually is I would take it all the way up, just so that it looks better. Just saying, so you could do that just right there on the ends. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So if I didn't feel confident in my glue situation, or my glue, I would take this all the way up. I'll cut it off on the ends. If I didn't feel like my glue was strong enough, or that my glue was going to hold, then I would go ahead and use this. And I'm only going to do it on the front. Again, this is just for the purpose of an example. And then you just wrap that over. Alright, and let me just clean that up. And again, you would simply use that if you didn't feel fully confident about the glue that you used to secure the ends of your folder. Now, you could be done, right? Actually, technically I'm done. But again, what you can do is you can go ahead and get some stickers to zhuzh it up. Got some flowers here. Whichever flower, let's make it pretty. This one's pretty. And every time I see flowers, whether it be on the internet there, or if I'm in the stores, I see flowers that I like, I grab them. I'm a flower addict. Not a flower addict, I'm a sticker addict. I love buying stickers. I have a problem. I've got a bit of a problem when it comes to buying stickers. I've got way too many stickers. For no reason. Like, I don't even know why. I just got stickers all over the place. But yeah, and it's weird because I never even liked flowers that much. It's just when I started getting into crafting and stuff. And again, I said this was a travel journal. So depending on, if you're going somewhere specific, boom, Hey, let's say I'm going to London. I would start getting, London-ish type stuff, and decorating it up for, again, to make it specific to where we're going, where I'm going. So that's how I did my journals. And so let me also give you some other ideas. Another great place, or another great thing I did, is I went ahead and just created some little flags that I put inside each journal. I can create a video on how I created these. I just downloaded some, I guess these are little planner banners, and I just added little tags, little sayings inside each of the banners there, just where we stayed, things I did, places we went, and I'll show you inside the finished journal. And these are kind of just page headers, pretty much. And so what I would do is I would put this sticker. I'll cut this out, or have my Cricut cut it out, and then this little sticker sheet, if you will, is inserted inside the ladies' journal. I'm not putting these stickers down. They're gonna put this on their individual page. They decide which sticker goes on which page. So, but each lady gets this whole sticker sheet for their page. So yeah, I thought that was a nice touch. And also, what I like to do, like I said, I pick up stickers everywhere I can. So yeah, Hobby Lobby is a great place for travel related stickers. Again, depending on what you're going to be using this journal for. In this particular case, like I said, I made this for a travel journal. So like I said, Hobby Lobby has great sticker packs. And so like I said, I'm a bit of a sticker addict, and I think they have great stickers. You can just get there. Every now and again, Dollar Tree often comes up and has really good stickers. I love when they have their kind of like 3D embossed stickers, and you can just add those. See, they're like kind of 3D. I don't know if you can see how that car looks 3D. So every now and again, just zhuzh up your journal accordingly. And let me just show you really quick what I intended, or what I would like, I guess, for the final project to look like. So our last trip that we went to was San Francisco and Napa Valley last May. And so this was my journal. And so yeah, I went ahead. I always add a little calendar that shows the dates for when we went. In this case, I used this regular lined paper. And usually I always give the ladies a printed, I like these little, what are these called? The greeting card things. I always do the greeting cards from the area in a little, state thing. And I don't know, I just, write little stuff and find pictures, and all of these I always print out on sticker paper that I have, and I'm going to drop that gem in just a second. Yeah, and so then you just go ahead and create your own collage. I think a lot of people now, we're so used to everything being on our phones and just post it online, and that's the end of it. We've forgotten the art of photo albums and printing it out. That I think this is a good thing to go back to. What I like I said, the main reason why I wanted to do the travel journal is I wanted to have some type of moment of reflection. And really, so this is where it all started. I really kind of said, what did I learn about myself? That's really where it all started. I always wanted to have something that I kind of just wanted to always reflect back to about the trip. And when I had that idea, I also wanted to share that with others. So I hope this was helpful, just fun for somebody else. My gem that I'd like to share, I keep saying sticker paper, or stickers. Oftentimes when you're shopping on Amazon for sticker paper, you may notice that sticker paper is a little bit more expensive, or it can be expensive. Let me rephrase that. However, if you shop for shipping labels, now I'm gonna find the one that I need to get, because like I said, I ran out, or I would have had some here to show. It's the one that prints out on the 2 sheets. Actually, let me see. Yeah, it's the one that prints two on a sheet. Yeah, that's the one that I prefer to use. You just have to be mindful if you're going to use a Cricut to be mindful that you do have that half, that that cut in the middle, that perforated cut in the middle. But that type of sticker paper, if you will, or printing label is cheaper than when you go to buy sticker paper. So that's just my little nugget. That's just what I've found to be cheaper or more cost effective. But again, it's completely up to you. It's for whatever you need it to be. You may not. You may need it to be, the clear vinyl ish looking, sticker paper versus the white matte looking paper, and that's fine. To each their own, right? So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. My 3 cents on that is, maybe we do need to all go back to the basics of when we're cherishing, just the little things, kind of get back to, like I said, the basics, get back to cherishing those moments and get out of our phones and maybe get back on print. I think that for me, and again, just my 3 cents on that, this definitely helped for me to definitely recount to better enjoy the moment. And I'm hoping as I get older, when I get much older, that I'm able to refer back to something like this. Who knows how long these photos will last on my phone, and if I'm able to refer back to them, but hopefully I'm able to at least look at this and physically be able to touch and pass this down onto someone else, and cherish that. So I think we've lost the art of this, the photo album, the transfer of photos in this physical format. So I really hope we can kind of get back to this. Not saying that the physical, the digital is gone. Hell, maybe we can figure out. Again, I am not good at Canva, but maybe I'll figure out a way to do this in a digital way. Stay tuned. But until then, my name is Katrina. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been Just My 3 Cents. You have a great day. Bye.